Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. This is day 38 of 1000. So hey, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you stick around. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's really good to have you. For all my new viewers, this channel is all about investing money and being all in on Tesla no matter what. So join me on my journey to make $1 million in 1000 days. That's right, join me on my journey as I try to make $1 million in 1000 days. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through the following. I'm going to share my day 38 portfolio with you. I'm going to be sharing and analyzing the long-term charts over a weekly period. And I'm going to analyze the short-term charts on a daily period. So let's get into it. So it's day 38. I've got two portfolios, Portfolio A and Portfolio B. In Portfolio A, just under 119 shares. In Portfolio B, just under 91 shares. So in total, I've got 209.61299 shares in Tesla. So my aspirational target is to get to 300 shares. I want to build a position where I have 300 shares in Tesla. This is my only holding. This is my number one holding. I'm 69% of the way there. I've got another 31% to go. So hopefully I'm going to get there as soon as possible. So that's the total number of shares that I hold in Tesla. So what's been happening to Tesla? So Tesla closed yesterday, and after hours, the price settled at $852. So if I multiply that with the number of shares that I hold, which is just under 210, I get a portfolio value of $178,590.27. So just over $178,500. So the daily movement has been an upward swing of 4,800. So again, I'm not too concerned. I always say this to everyone, but I'm not too concerned about the daily movements. At its peak, my portfolio with less shares was at $245,000. So it's gone down about, I don't know, at $60,000-$70,000 over like over a 2-month period. So I'm not too concerned about that loss. I've got my sights. I'm focusing on the long-term price target, which is 3,400 for me. So I know, hopefully, if my calculations are right, that Tesla will reach 3,400 in about 1,000 days. So when that happens, hopefully I'll be able to make $1 million. So that's day 38 of 1,000. So let's get into the technical analysis. So the first chart that I wanted to share with you was the Tesla 10-year weeklies chart. So if we look at the 10-year weekly chart from 2012 to 2022, you can see how the price has been moving. So it was moving between a very narrow range between 2013 and then 2020. So then it suddenly started to break out. So this is what I think is gonna happen with the Tesla price. It's gonna be like trending on through a narrow period, and then eventually some sort of news is gonna come out, and then it's gonna make the price break out. So between mid 2019 and then mid 2021, the price just exploded and it went up really high. This happened previously between 2013 and 2004. So that is the behavior. So there is a long period where people are just investing, piling in, nothing much is happening, and then suddenly something happens. There's some sort of a spark that moves it up 5x, 10x. So that's possibly going to happen in the future. So full self-driving is going to come together. We're going to be at level 4 soon, hopefully. That's what Elon Musk was saying. So I think that's going to be the spark that moves Tesla like 5x to 10x up in the future. So that's the 10-year weekly chart for Tesla. So next, what I wanted to do is I wanted to share the Tesla 5-year chart. So as you can see, I've got a trend line going upwards, and then I've got a support line as well. So as you can see, if you bought in during the upward trend, it was a good time to buy. I know if I zoom in now, it's kind of like broken that upward trend, and it's found some support at the MA50 level, which is the weekly 50-day price average. So it's found some support there, and every time it's hit the MA50 at the weekly chart level, it's always bounced back. Sometimes it's gone under it, but over time it's always bounced back. And this has been a very good opportunity, a buying opportunity for long-term investors to get in. So again, there's a lot of pain in the market. Previously, if you look at all the periods where it's been at the MA50, there's been pain at those periods too. So if you can buy during the periods when you're feeling pain, that's when you can, you know, take advantage of the market's overreaction. Because at the moment, I think the market has overreacted. Tesla didn't have a clear roadmap, and they were focusing more on the Tesla bot and full self-driving during the earnings call. And I think the market is punishing them unfairly. They had a record, you know, they had a breakout year. They posted record profits, but, you know, the market punished them. They were down about, you know, 10%. But I think it's an overreaction, and it has hit the MA50 on the weekly level. So it's a great buying opportunity for long-term investors. And I think if we hold and buy at these strategic levels, eventually, as I said previously, the price is going to there's going to be some sort of a spark that moves it up 5x to 10x soon. So that's the 5-year weekly chart. So this is the Tesla 1-year chart. So I thought I'd put some, you know, new trend lines on there. So I've got my trend line going upwards, and then I've got another trend line which is going downwards. So as you can see, if I zoom into it, the trend line going downwards, that's, you know, still intact, even though the price touched that trend line and moved under the MA50 level. The bulls pushed it back up, and it's at $846 now, and the MA50 is at $814. So I don't know, hopefully this is going to be a solid support for Tesla. This is going to be a great opportunity for long-term investors to buy. If it does go down, it's probably going to go down. It's going to follow that downward trend line, and then eventually if it breaks that, then it might hit 775, and then underneath, if it goes under that, if it breaks that support as well, it's going to go to the 725 level. So again, what I would say is, you know, if you're a long-term investor, if you want to hold this long-term, know the strategic prices that you can get in. So I've got my strategic prices. You know, if I had some money now, I'd be buying now. If it breaks this level, then I would buy at the next support level. If it breaks that support level, I would continue to buy at the support levels, because this is the best place to buy. And then eventually, when the stock appreciates and reverses, then, you know, you're going to be making money on the upward swing. So again, just keep on buying at these support levels, and you should be okay over the long run, and you will be rewarded for your patience and perseverance. So that's the Tesla 1-year daily chart. So let's have a look at the MACD analysis on Tesla. So as you can see, the histogram is still showing negative, and it's increasing as well, although the rate of increase has slowed down and is kind of settling at the moment. Both the red and the black line are in the negative territory, and, you know, they're diverging apart. But Tesla is very, very oversold at the moment. Tesla was trading at 1,200. It's around 800 now, so it's been like a 30% downward swing. So this is very oversold at the moment. It could go down even further, but, you know, it has to reverse somewhere, and this is like an ideal place for it to reverse. It's at the MA50 level on the daily charts. It's at the MA200 level on the daily charts. It's at the MA50 level on the weekly charts. So these are like very good places where a solid support can be made. This is where the institutions buy. So I think, you know, it's just a matter of time before this stock starts to reverse, and this is like an opportunity for long-term investors to get in if they want to. So that's the MACD analysis for Tesla. So let's have a look at the RSI analysis now. So RSI again is very overbought. It's at it's near the 30 level, which indicates like overbought scenario. It could go down even further, but if we look at it closely, we can see it's starting to reverse at this point. So, you know, it's a good sign that price is going to stabilize now, and then hopefully it's going to start going up, or just stabilize and stay at this area. It's not going to go down any further. So, you know, that's the RSI analysis for Tesla. But again, it's very, very overbought at the moment. As I was saying, it's down about 30% from the all-time high. So again, it's an ideal position. It's an ideal point to buy. And if it goes down even further, then, you know, if you believe in this stock, if you believe in your thesis, you know, you should keep on buying more, because this is the time to buy when the price is going down. This is a quality company. It's a fantastic business. It's posting record earnings and profits, and, you know, they've got a bright future ahead. They're growing 50% every year, and it's just a really good company to be in. But because, you know, there's like a lot of negative macro events going up, you know, there's like a lot of negative news around Tesla. So this is what's driving the price down. but eventually, you know, the price will settle and go to its right level, and that is much higher than it is at the moment. So that's the RSI analysis on Tesla. So let's have a look at the candlestick analysis on Tesla now. So again, if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that there was a solid red candlestick a couple of days ago, and it moved the price from around 930 all the way down to about 830. So that was a solid movement downwards, and it was a solid red candle. There wasn't really any tails on the top or the bottom. It just shows like the bears were totally on control, and you know, they were pummeling the bulls. So the bulls had nothing, no response at all. So they took the price down completely. But the next candle that you can see is a hammer. So this is sort of like, you know, where there's a longer wick going down and there's a shorter wick on the top, and the body is quite small. So this is called a hammer, and during points where there are hammers, this is where the price usually reverses. So if we look back again at the 886 level, we can see that there was a hammer there when the price went down all the way to 886.12. Then a hammer formed, and then it went all the way back up to 1,208. So this could be an ideal position where, you know, this stock, where Tesla reverses or it stabilizes around here, and then it makes a move upwards. But again, time will tell, but just keep an eye on these levels, keep an eye on these patterns, and it will just give you more confidence, and you will know where you should buy and where you should like just keep your money, and then where you should deploy at what level. So you just have to be very mechanical about it. I've got my I've got my plan all in my mind. So if it goes down to a certain level, I'm all mechanical about it. So if it goes down to this level, I'm going to buy. If it goes down to this level, I'm going to buy this much if I have the money. And then the reverse is true also. So if it like 5x's, what are you going to do? Are you going to sell? If it 10x's, what are you going to do? Are you going to sell? So it works both ways. So you have to have a plan in your mind, and that's the best way to trade as a long-term investor, by knowing all the scenarios, what's going to happen in the future, and then planning for all those scenarios. So when it does happen, you're not like panicking, you're not selling, you're not, you know, making any rash decisions, you're making rational decisions. So that's the Tesla candlestick analysis. So what are the key points to remember? So what I say is always revisit your long-term charts on a weekly basis to remind yourself how insignificant these changes are in the grand scheme of things. So every time, you know, there's pain in the market, Tesla is going down 10, 20, 30%, whatever, I always look at the long-term charts, and it puts things into perspective. You think, oh, why am I panicking? This has happened so many times before, and Tesla is a resilient company. It always recovers. They've got a great leadership management team, you know, they've got a fantastic product, they've got a bright future ahead of them. This is just a short-term fluctuation in price, and it's nothing to be concerned about. So when you zoom out to the bigger picture, you kind of like think, oh, this is insignificant, I'm just gonna buy more and leave it. And then when you start thinking like that, that's when the magic happens. That's when you start to build long-term wealth. So the next key point to remember is now Tesla price is now in touching distance of the MA200 in the daily charts and the MA50 in the weekly charts. So again, these are great buying opportunities. These are points where the institution comes in. These are points where the pension funds come in, and then they try to like accumulate, slowly build a position, then start increasing, loading up. So these are great positions to buy. If you can time it the same as the institutional buys, the pension funds, then, you know, you've got a lot of weight behind you as well. So, you know, if you buy at that level, then, you know, you've got the support of the institutional money, the pension money. So this is where it forms a solid support. So, you know, that's something to bear in mind. So the next key point, as I always say, is always know your key support areas and prices, and know where to buy so you can lower your cost basis. So I've got all of this in my mind. I know this off by heart, where I should be buying, where's the next support level. So if it falls to that support level, I'm not panicking or selling. I'm just trying to build a position, a bigger position. So you know that my ultimate target is to build my position to 300 shares. I'm about 210 shares there, so I've got another like 90 shares. So my target is to like build that 90 shares, but I don't want to pay a lot of money for it. I want to buy it as cheap as possible. I don't want to be buying Tesla for $1,500, $1,600. I want to be buying it for 800, 700, 600, maybe even 500. If it goes there, it's going to be like a tremendous opportunity for long-term investors to gain, because if you can get into Tesla at 500, you can lower your cost basis immensely. And when it reaches the price target that I've got, in my mind, I've got a price target after doing my analysis that it's going to reach $3,400 in about 1,000 days. If it reaches that target and I've lowered my cost basis as much as possible, then I would probably have more than $1 million by the end of that 1,000 days. So I'd probably even reach my target of $1 million before that. So if you can lower your cost basis, you will achieve your targets much earlier. So always think about lowering your cost basis. So those are the key points to remember. So again, I've changed my buying levels a little bit. So my first buying level at the moment is about 850. So it's around that. It's gone underneath that now. So I should be in buying mode, but I'm still waiting for some money to come in. I'm waiting for my salary to come in, which comes in at the end of the month. So it's going to be hopefully here at the 31st. I'm waiting for some rental income to come in as well at the end of the month. So everything is happening at the end of the month. So hopefully I'm going to be able to cash in, go into the market, buy as much Tesla shares as possible at these depressed low prices. So my next level is obviously 814, which is the MA200 level. If that is broken, then it's going to go to the next level, which is 775, and the level after that is $725. So again, if I can buy at these levels, it's going to be brilliant for me. So those are my buying levels. So what is my plan now? So my plan is always the same. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into Tesla shares and buy at regular intervals, no matter what. I'm going to keep buying at the support level. So, price has reached MA200 in the daily charts. It's reached MA50 in the weekly charts. So again, these are great buying opportunities. I'm not sure how long they're going to stay here. If they go down, that's even better, but I'm not sure how long, because Tesla is a very volatile stock. The way it goes down by 10, 20%, 30%, it could go up very quick as well by 10, 20. It just needs one piece of news, like the Hertz news, to just drive it up 20, 30%, because this stock has been Tesla has been punished very badly. So they're just looking for one piece of news. Investors are looking for one small excuse to pump some money in there. So again, it could just rise very fast. So take advantage if you think Tesla is at a low price now. And finally, I'm not going to be selling my position. This is my long-term position. I'm planning to build my position to 300 shares. I've got about 210 shares now. I intend to keep this for 1,000 days, and if my calculations are correct, I should be able to make $1 million in 1,000 days. So that's my plan for now. It's clear in my mind. I've got my clarity in my mind. I know what I'm gonna do. I know my buying levels. I know my support levels. So everything is laid out in front of me. I'm being very mechanical about it. I'm not bringing any emotions into it. I'm processing my emotions, but I'm not letting my emotions control me. I'm not selling because my portfolio is down about 60, 70,000. In fact, I'm trying to buy more because this is a very, very cheap price to buy Tesla. So that's my plan for now. So for anyone who's interested, I'm in the UK and I invest my money through an ISA account. What I do is I use an app called Free Trade. So this is a brilliant app that you need to check out. So it's a very, very simple interface. It has a cheap monthly cost of £3 per month. You can buy and sell shares commission free, and there's a huge variety of stocks and shares that you can choose from. What I've done is I've left my referral link below, and if you sign up using this referral link, you will get a free share worth up to £200. I will also get a free share too, so it's a win-win situation. So, take advantage of the £20,000 tax allowance the government gives you in the UK. So, you can invest up to £20,000 every year, and any gain that you make on the money, you don't have to pay a penny in capital gains tax. You get to keep your entire gain. This is a fantastic way to build wealth, and you get an allowance every year. So every year you get up to £20,000, and then if you can top up 20,000 every year and invest it into growth stocks, and it 5x's, 10x's, you get to keep all of that money. You don't have to pay a penny in capital gains tax. So take advantage of your ISA allowance every year. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Join me on my journey. Join me to see if I can build my position to 300 shares in Tesla. Join me to see if I can, keep my position open for 1000 days. And join me to see if my calculations are correct. If I can hit my price target of 3,400 and, make $1 million. So join me and see if this can be done. So I appreciate any likes and I'll read all your comments. I appreciate your subscription. I hope to bring you value. And I wish you all the best on your investment journey. I really do. And until the next update, have a great day and I wish you all the best.